Hey guys, we're going to do our electrolytes. So thankfully, Pete Harvey looked at my last electrolyte video and said, hey, your math is wrong, and he was correct. I was doing my math as if one serving of the Redmond's real salt was 1,000 milligrams, but it's not, it's 530 milligrams. So he and I were talking back and forth in the comments, so I now have new updated measurements that I'm going to share with you all. So if you look at the package of expensive electrolytes, the LMNT and Relyte, they're anywhere from 800 to 1,000 milligrams of sodium per serving. The potassium is 200 to 400 milligrams per serving. So I do not add magnesium to mine. I take a magnesium supplement. And before I start any of this is a me thing. This is how I do my electrolytes. You don't have to do it. This is not anything. I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm a nurse, but I'm not your nurse. And this is not medical advice. This is the way I save money so I don't have to buy the expensive electrolytes. But I take magnesium, and so I do not add magnesium. You are more than welcome to do yours the way you want. And I'm also going to say I'm not a mathematician. So I'm just a girl who's terrible at math, who obviously had the wrong math in the first place. So you need to do your own math before you make your own. Don't do it based off what I'm telling you. I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing. So now we got that whole disclaimer out of the way. This is not advice, and this is not accurate math. All right. So like I said, the expensive electrolytes for sodium is anywhere from 800 to 1,000, and potassium is 200 to 400. So whenever I got that down into 30 servings for sodium, I'm doing 30,000 milligrams of sodium for a 30-day supply. And I want to do 12,000, hang on, I did something wrong. 12,000 milligrams of potassium in a 30-day supply. So when I broke down the math for myself, when I used Redmond's real salt, I had to use, for a 30-day supply, I'll put the math, I'll copy and paste my math down in the description so you can see where I got it. Again, you do your own math. But I did, if it's 1.4 grams, it's 530 milligrams of sodium, and I need 1,000 per serving. I took 30,000, because that's the total amount, divided by the 530, which you get in one serving, and that's 56.7 milligrams. So then I took the total weight of milligrams that I need, or the total amount of sodium milligrams that I need, divided by 1.4 of the weight, and that got 79.4 total grams for 30 days. And it should be about a 1/4 cup plus 1 tablespoon. We're going to double check that again. When I convert these over to actually measuring utensils, it's not precise. So just know that it's not precise. You really need a scale if you want to make it exact, but you're going to be in the same ballpark. So that is how I did my salt. There's two different types. I put it away. There's two different types of potassium, which is salt replacement. There's the Great Value brand and the No Salt brand. I'm going to have both brands down in the description, but today I'm going to be using the No Salt. So the No Salt brand, a serving is 1.3 grams, which is a 4th teaspoon, and that is 690 milligrams of potassium. So to get the overall 12,000 milligrams in a 30-day supply, I took that divided by, so 12,000 total milligrams divided by a serving of this, which is 690 milligrams, and that got me 17.3. So I took that 17.3 times 1.3, and that gave me 22.4 total weight grams for a 30-day supply, which is 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon. So we're going to see how this all works, and we're going to make it up, because today I need my fruity electrolytes. I'm going to make some unflavored electrolytes, and I'm going to make my chocolate electrolytes based off the new math. So we're going to come down here, and I'm going to show you how it works. And again, this is just what I'm doing. You don't have to do it. So the first one I'm going to make is my favorite, which is my chocolate electrolytes. So when I look at the Relyte, the weight of the Relyte chocolate electrolytes, or of the Relyte electrolytes, it was a little less than 200 milligrams. So that's why we're going to add in our sodium, our potassium, and then we're going to add enough in to be a total weight of 200 grams. And then we'll figure the rest out. So for my salt, I need 79.2 grams, which ends up being... Okay, so my salt ends up being 79.4 total grams for a 30-day supply, which was about a 1/4 cup and 1 tablespoon. So we're going to do it and double check it. So we've got this zeroed out, and we've got a 1/4 cup here, and this is some that I had weighed out earlier. So we're going to use a 1/4 cup, like I was saying. So about a 1/4 cup is 71, and 1 tablespoon. I think this is going to be less this time. Let's try it. Maybe it's a 1/4 cup and a teaspoon. No. Well, it's a 1/4 cup and maybe half of a teaspoon or tablespoon. See that? So a 1/4 cup and a half of a tablespoon. That's why I'm saying I can't really give you guys good measurements. Let me try something else. Okay, 1/4 cup and 1 teaspoon. Maybe a teaspoon and a half. That's why I'm saying teaspoon and a half. You can try that maybe. Again, I just don't know the answer. So I'm just gonna say a 1/4 cup and 1.5 teaspoons. I'll put that on here. 1.5 teaspoon. But a while ago, it was a 1/4 cup and a tablespoon. So I can't make any promises, but there we go. So this is 79 grams of my sodium. So next up, we have we're going with the no salt today, which I need 22.4 total grams for 30 days. So I'm going to zero this out. And I'm going to put it in this because this sure does make it pouring out a little smoother. Okay, so this says a tablespoon and 1 teaspoon. So let's see how this works. So there's about a tablespoon. And a teaspoon. So a tablespoon and teaspoon of the no salt brand. And that's 22 grams. So we'll go with that one. So now we need to add cocoa. And again, we want the total weight to be around 200 grams because that is what the Relyte, the brand, when you buy the Relyte, that's what that is. So, although 1 tablespoon is, no. We're just going to do 200 grams, so it's the same, as the Relyte container that you buy. So it was 210 grams, or 200 grams is what that was. So 200 total grams. So y'all probably be better off going out and buying this stuff than listening to me. But that's all right. I'm keeping you in the loop. Cocoa powder is so dang messy. You get just as much out of it as you get like outside the package as you get inside the under the bowl. All right, so there's 200. I hit the deal. Anyway, it was 200 grams. Let's do this. Well, 201. Good enough. I'm good with that. Now let me close this up. So 200. Hey, Ziggy. 200 divided by 30.
200 divided by 30 is approximately 6.6667.
Alright. So, one serving would be, what'd she say, 6 point something. Ziggy. 200 divided by 30.
200 divided by 30 is approximately 6.6667.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, we're just going to go with 7 grams. It's a lot easier. All right, so we're going to zero this out, and we want to know which serving is going to be 6 grams. So this is a teaspoon. That's 3 grams. Let's try a tablespoon, which is honestly what I use. So let's see what a tablespoon is. It's about 6 grams. So a tablespoon. So, I forgot to figure out how much added to cocoa I had to add. You guys, I'm so sorry. Well, I'll do the math. I'll do it now. So if this total weight is 200, and the other one was 79 and 22. Ziggy, what's 79 plus 22? Ziggy, what is 79 plus 22?
79 plus 22 is 101.
101. So basically we added 100 grams of cocoa powder. So now let's see what 100 grams of cocoa powder weighs. Or what is 100 grams of cocoa powder? Like what measurement? I'm going to be dirtying everything up because this is messy. But it's all for you people in science. So zero you out. Alright. We'll start with the biggest container first. Okay, definitely not. I should have gone bigger. Alright, well, let's do this. Alright, zero you out. So 100 grams. Well, it's not quite 1 cup. See there? So, I don't know. So, about a cup. We're just going to say about a cup, y'all. I'll say 101 gram equal almost 1 cup. So, that's how I'm making my chocolate electrolytes going forward. So, for those without a scale, you can use those measurements. Dang it, I'm making a mess. Make me want to cuss. You can use those measurements. I'll have in the description of this video. And I'm going to pause to clean up this mess I just made. Okay, so once you have your electrolytes made, you'll go on and put your lid on it. And you're going to shake it up. And remember, so about a tablespoon. So let's review that. Sodium, the salt, if it's Redmond's, you're going to want 1/4 cup plus 1.5 teaspoons. This no salt, you're going to want, let's see, the no salt brand, you're going to want 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon. And of your cocoa, it was about a cup, a little less than a cup. And there you go. There, hang on. There's your chocolate electrolytes, so you don't have to go buy the expensive brand. Do your own math, y'all. Do your own math and your own research. But now let's move on to the next one. Let me kind of get things together here. Hang on. Okay, next we're going to do our fruity. Just remember, if you use no salt, the no salt brand, it's 22.4 grams. The Great Value brand is 24 grams, 24.4. So now we're going to do our fruity electrolytes, and we're going to figure out about how much that all works out to. So we're going to add our fourth plus 1.5 teaspoons of salt and see how that works. Okay, I mean a fourth cup, sorry. Fourth cup. Plus 1 teaspoon. Plus, I lost my half teaspoon. Oh, I think I just used that teaspoon and guessed it was a half. Here, I'll use this half teaspoon. And for those with the scale, it should be 79 grams. Nope, that was 76 grams. That was 2 teaspoons. That's what I'm saying. It's not accurate, but whatever. So there we've got our salt. Now we need the salt substitute, which should be 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon. Salt substitute, so zero it out. 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon. In other words, it should be 24-ish grams. So there we got that. Now, I buy these. This is not clean, you guys. This is not clean. If you want clean, you go out and buy you some Redmonds. Or you can do the unflavored, which I'll do last. So what I do is this total weight of these is 67 grams. So that's how I figure out the amount we need. But we'll zero it out so we know the total amount of these as we put them in. So this is when I make my fruity electrolytes. I go to Walmart and I get a flavor, and this is 30 days worth. Because each packet is 5 servings, and there's 6 packages. So that says 72 grams. So, you know, and nothing's ever precise, but that's all right. So for math purposes, we're going to say that there is 70 grams in the drink powder. So drink equals 70 grams. So a serving would be 70 plus 79 plus 20. Am I doing 24? 24. Hey Ziggy. 79 plus 70 plus 24.
79 plus 70 plus 24 is 173.
173. So 173 is the total weight. So 173. Okay, Ziggy, 173 divided by 30.
173 divided by 30 is approximately 5.7667.
Okay, so a serving of this should be 5 grams. So let's mix it up. And then we're going to see which which serving size is what we need for 5 grams. So we're going to zero it out. Let's try a teaspoon, because that's what I was using before. 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon is 6 grams. So a little less than 1 teaspoon. Hang on. So I need to change my number here. So 5 grams is roughly a teaspoon. Wait a minute, let me see here. So grams is so sensitive. It just dropped from 6 to 4. So approximately that much of a teaspoon. This is a 1 teaspoon measuring thing. So my fruity electrolytes, approximately 1 teaspoon is your serving for those. So now we've got chocolate we've got unflavored, or we've got fruity. Let's do our unflavored. And we're going to do the same that we just did for our stuff. We're going to zero this out. We're going to go back with our 1/4 cup of salt. And again, this is the Redmond's brand. So you got to check whatever salt you're using. I may have originally made this with something different and got those incorrect weights. Okay, what I say? So salt, 1/4 cup plus 1½ teaspoon. Where's my 1 teaspoon? Over here. So 1 teaspoon. And then I'm just going to do about what looks like about a 1/2 teaspoon in my teaspoon. Nope, that was only 75. 77. So in this case, it was a 1/4 cup and 2 teaspoons. All right, this is the last one, so I'm putting my salt away. But either way, it's 79 grams. So now we zero it out, and we say we want our potassium, and we want 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon. 1 tablespoon. This one's been pretty consistent. 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon. All right, and that got us, well, 23 grams. It's all right. It's not going to kill us if we're just a hair off. So then, now we say we got to figure out what that is. Ziggy, 79 plus 23.
79 plus 23 is 102.
So Ziggy, 102 divided by 30.
102 divided by 30 is 3.4.
So we want around 3 grams for our serving. So I'm going to shake this up, and we're going to try the different things and see what we get. So we're going to zero it out, and we want, what I say, around 3 grams. We'll start off with a 1/2 teaspoon. That's 3. A heaping one is 4. So a serving of this is a 1/2 teaspoon. So there we go. So if you all want to add electrolytes to your life, and you want to do it homemade, and you want to trust my math, which do not, you can make them at home. You can have fruity, you can have chocolate, and you can have unflavored. And so you just got to do the math. Again, I don't add magnesium, and I take it at nighttime. And remember, I stopped it for a while, and that was rough. So I don't know how long this poor video is. I'm really sorry, but that's how you get your homemade electrolytes. All right, bye.